this week on the Anime Alchemist podcast.
They were like damn near close to just shutting down the whole or the whole magazine from how poorly sales were.
Damn.
It was not doing too hard because this is like right after the end of Dragon Ball, basically, and Dragon Ball being such a big and pivotal like anime or just series on the shonen.
Casting it and like I guess technically like typecasting, like, oh, who could play Crocodile? I'm so fucking pissed that this didn't come across my eye. Like the moment I saw this picture, I was just like,
works.
I was like, I don't think I want anything else.
No, you bring up a really good point that it has to come naturally, because I think that's been like the live action's biggest strength is all of their casting, especially for the Straw Hats, have been so spot on with like some natural personalities that they tend to have, like Iñaki Godoy, who plays Luffy. You see him in interviews, like the man naturally is energetic and fun and goofy. Like
people who formerly had Funimation accounts, you lost your account. The like transition to Crunchyroll, you are now paying like damn near double a year. And if you had any purchased downloaded content on Funimation account, that's all gone.
Yeah, you don't get to keep that, which is fucked. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Anime Alchemist podcast. My name is Emory.
My name's Martin.
I appreciate everybody for listening, whether it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, maybe it's over on YouTube. Drops every Wednesday and Thursday. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Let us know if you guys like this episode, if you hated this episode, if you think Martin should get a haircut. I don't know. Should I grow my beard back? Do you guys miss having all three of us on here?
Should we grow mullets?
Should we get mullets? Should Bunny Lord talk more on the podcast?
These are all questions. Find out next time.
God damn it. No.
Anyway, no, not next time. Find out now. You do a way better job at that opening than I do. I want you to know last week was rough.
How many takes did you guys have to do?
I only did one. It was good enough.
Okay.
I didn't want to keep doing it over and over,
And you had to introduce a guest?
Yeah, I think the introductions I did better than the actual like opening of the show.
Gotcha.
So I'll work on that. But the ending, I think I did pretty well overall, because at that point we had been talking for like almost 2 hours. So yeah, but it was a really good episode. We had a lot of fun last week. Angie, Bunny Lord, and I had an episode where we talked about all of the One Piece manga stuff for Egghead. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check that out. It was a very fun episode, and we had a blast talking to Angie.
Nice. Like always, spoiler warning, you guys. And if you guys don't know, spoiler warning can get you 10% off on your G Fuel on at checkout. Just use code spoiler warning.
That's the part that I forgot. She had to remind me.
Let's talk about some anime.
Let's do it.
Starting off, okay, have you heard about this like previous Dragon Ball editor that came out and talked about how a certain series basically saved Jump magazine?
Yeah, I love it because it just gives more credibility to us as the fans that we are. What series was it that saved the Jump magazine, Emory?
One Piece. Are you guys surprised? Like,
of course it was One Piece.
That's
kind of cool though. Like, I didn't know that there was a point where the magazine was actually not doing as well after Dragon Ball, and apparently from what I read or from the sources that we were looking at, they were like damn near close to just shutting down the whole the whole magazine from how poorly sales were.
Damn.
It was not doing too hard because this is like right after the end of Dragon Ball, basically, and Dragon Ball being such a big and pivotal like anime or just series on the shonen, it leaves a gap when it's gone.
Oh yeah,
right?
there was a power vacuum.
Yeah, the presence was felt, and it's very hard for like any kind of anime to live up to that, And I don't even want to say that One Piece lived up to that. Like it's its own thing. I don't compare the two or anything like that. But it is cool hearing that One Piece was popular enough, and it's kind of what turned everything around for shonen. So I think that's super cool.
Oda's back be hurting.
Yeah, from just carrying the entire shonen industry
for the past 25 years.
And he's still cooking, bro. Every chapter is a fucking 10 out of 10.
So like the message itself was something like the decision to publish One Piece was debated for hours, but I cannot pronounce that name.
Torishima. Yeah, Torishima's.
Belief in the passionate editor on the series paid off. One Piece became a game changer, leading to a resurgence in jump success. True testament how a single series can transform an entire magazine.
Hell yeah.
That's said by an editor of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, you can see the respect that they have for each other's series,
Mhm.
which is really cool. And it makes me wonder, too, like, one day One Piece will inevitably end. And I feel like we're going to go through a similar scene where
Oh, a power vacuum, yeah.
that power vacuum is going to be felt because One Piece is also, I don't know statistically if it's carrying shonen. It feels like it is, but I could be wrong. I know that it's at least within the top 5 of best-selling, mangas on shonen. So when it's finally done, I wonder what the next major series,
Is gonna
that's gonna be, or if there is one that will kind of come in and save the day, right?
Okay.
Like, I don't think it would be as bad as it was then in terms of like sales going way down to the point that they might consider shutting everything down, because there's a lot of really good manga out, there's a lot of really good animes, but my concern is that One Piece is outlasting even the new gen anime.
Yeah.
Like, My Hero's done, JJK is about to be finished, Black Clover's on its last couple chapters probably. Like, there's great anime that have come out since then, but they are all more condensed and shorter stories, and One Piece still has ways to go. So I think by the time that One Piece does end, we're gonna be looking at a completely new, like, just scene of manga and anime, like things that we haven't even heard of. Maybe some of the stuff that's coming up here this year or next year might be the ones kind of like carrying the weight of everything for a while.
That makes sense.
Right.
Like, I know, like, there's one that a lot of people, like, I started it, I fell off, but I hear people just keep talking about it. Kagurabashi or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
Kagurabashi. That one's gonna inevitably get an anime, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Like, it just looks like something that is worthy of an anime.
Mhm.
I liked the few chapters that I read. I fell off not because I found it boring. I don't know, like, I got busy doing other stuff.
Same.
But like, I liked what I read. It was cool. It gave me Bleach vibes, kind of, which was kind of cool.
It was
Hardcore, and I like the art style was really nice. So if anybody out there is still keeping up with Kagurabachi, can y'all let me know if it's still good? I'm very curious about that. And is it worth picking up again? Because I might. So let me know if it is.
Yeah. No, I mean, okay, so I did have this thought though. Do you think, because One Piece is still ongoing, do you think there are series that are coming out now that are probably going to get overshadowed, not get the traction it could have gotten had it come out after One Piece?
So you're asking if like a series that's about to come out is gonna get overshadowed because they should have, like, if it were to come out after One Piece, it would have done better?
Yeah, because like think about like a series coming out now. I'm not saying like they're bad or like, oh, that doesn't make sense, because like people are gonna like always look for new stuff. Yes, true.
There's just too much other good stuff that's been
Yeah,
out longer.
I mean, currently, you
like
know,
more
you can still-
established fan bases at least.
But when One Piece ends, and then obviously like the current new generation like heavy hitters are evidently like kind of slowing down.
Yeah, like wrapping
like
up.
within like the next like 5 years. Like something, if they just took a series that just came out like, let's say, last year.
I think I could think of a couple that have come out this year, like with their first seasons, that I think should have been more popular, maybe. I think like Kaiju number 8, I think got a lot of really good attention, but I think it could have done even better.
Fair.
Had it not come out immediately after like Solo Leveling and like some major stuff that was happening in One Piece. That was when we were getting really good animation. It's just like, it's the talk. I love One Piece, but sometimes it's a double-edged sword, because there are other series that I like and that I want people to talk about, and it gets overshadowed.
Magi,
dude. Oh my god. That's when Magi comes back. When One Piece finishes, they're like, well, what do we do now?
Watch
Boom.
Magi
saves the day. We come back with the flashback arc, and it takes, Shonen by storm. Everybody's fucking loving it. We get the whimsical, like, adventure side of it with the dark twist. That's my take on it. I'm cool with that. I would say that. I think Shangri-La Frontier also could have, like, people really liked it, but I think it could have been even better. But I also think, not specifically because of One Piece, but I think Shangri-La suffers from like lack of attention because the isekai genre is oversaturated as fuck.
Yeah.
There's, in my opinion, too many isekai. I haven't seen all of them. I will not watch all of them because I'm not into that genre as much. But I like Shangri-La a lot. Gave me Sword Art vibes, and I think that if there's less isekai but better quality ones, then I could be more interested in it because it's a good genre when done right. But if everything feels like just a generic isekai, then it makes me not want to try new things. So that's my take on that.
Okay. No, I mean that's fair.
Right? Like, it's kind of like the Marvel effect. There's so many superhero movies and TV shows. It's so oversaturated that anytime they announce a new project, whether it's a character I like or not, I have no interest in it because there's so much. And I just, like, it's been years that we've been getting the same shit. I get the same feeling with specific types of anime.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Okay. An oversaturated market. Like, okay.
That's why I think JJK did super well when it came out, because it was a darker and a different genre that we hadn't explored as much yet. Everything was very I don't even know what the average show was, but like it was different. It had a different feel to it.
Not that I disagree, but I also think Demon Slayer did help set the precedence. Like, bro,
Yeah.
they were
the first.
yeah, like the first to be like, all right, we're not gonna pull punches on blood, and this is like what 2020 animation looks like.
Yeah, they raised the bar when it came to animation and just like more hardcore like stories, like not for kids. Even though kids fucking eat that shit up. Like, if I was a parent, I would not let my children watch Demon Slayer personally. But that's me. It's like there's just a difference with how Demon Slayer feels, JJK feels, versus the anime of like the early 2010s, right? The exception being probably like Attack on Titan.
Okay. Would you let your kid watch Soul Eater?
Yeah, probably,
Death
but like I wouldn't honestly let them start watching like those types of anime until they're like at least like 8, 9, or 10. Like around there, I think that's fine. I wouldn't do like any of the really gruesome stuff until they're like a teenager, maybe like 13, I think. It just depends on their maturity level. You can't really just pick an age and be like, that's when you're good to watch this show. Like, I was watching Dragon Ball Z when I was a little kid, and like Dragon Ball Z wasn't always kid friendly. The people that grew up with Dragon Ball Super now, y'all don't know what it was like seeing fucking Yamcha get stabbed through the chest by Dr. Gero. That shit was graphic. You did not see Videl get mollywomped on that world tournament stage. That was hard to watch. And like as a kid, it just like they didn't pull those punches. It wasn't like that constantly, but it had those moments where it was kind of dark for a show, and letting a kid watch that. It's up to the parent. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your kids, but there's some shows out there that I think they take the dark element and make that their identity, which is cool, but I think that's more geared for adult audiences.
Okay, yeah. I think it's just a more evolving with the times kind of thing.
Yeah, it just depends on your target demographic. Like I shit on Dragon Ball Super for personal reasons, but it's still a good show. Like I really like Dragon Ball Super, but it's more meant for kids than the old Dragon Ball stuff. That's why whenever we do talk about Dragon Ball, we grew up on that, and like it felt more mature than anything Dragon Ball Super did, in my opinion. And the maturity level is what resonates with me. That's why I like certain animes now that I probably didn't care for when I was younger. And that's why there's some anime that I should have watched when I was younger because I would have liked it a lot more. But nowadays I just don't care for it because it seems very childish to me.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like both sides.
That's why you cling to GT so much.
Yeah,
Old
that's
man.
Exactly why.
He's an old man. He's okay, guys. I don't know how, just talking about the Shonen Jump thing, like threw us down that rabbit hole. But we are the Anime Alchemist podcast, so that is kind of our thing. In some other One Piece news, though, we got some of the craziest fucking developments in the One Piece live action, with the casting reveal for both Mr. Zero, aka Crocodile, and Miss All Sunday, aka Nico Robin. I forget the name of who's gonna be playing Nico Robin off the top of my head. It is Lara Bova.
Lara Bova.
She is a Russian model actress.
Yeah, she's like a supermodel or something.
Mm-hmm. Which is
Perfect.
yeah.
That's exactly what I need.
And then Crocodile's played by fucking Joe Manganiello. Like I fucking
Never saw that coming.
I like it, like, you know, when we're like casting it and like I guess, you know, technically like typecasting, like, oh, who could play Crocodile? I'm so fucking pissed that this didn't come across my eye. Like the moment I saw this picture, I was just like,
works.
I was like, I don't think I want anything else.
No, it looks good. I don't know. Not my first choice. I don't even think I had a first choice. Couldn't think of a single actor that I think would do good, you know, as a crocodile, as any One Piece character, if I'm being honest, because it's such a weird show. But seeing Joe be cast as Crocodile, I immediately saw people doing the comparison with him and his little puppy, right? That he has, and like how Crocodile has like that little puppy that, like, have you seen the picture where he holds the umbrella and everything? To, like, cover from the rain?
Yeah.
Same fucking energy. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh no, I see it. I see the vision.
Okay.
And
yeah,
I'm okay with it, honestly. I think it's a really fun and like solid casting choice because man is like, he's a good actor. I've seen him in some shit. He was Flash Thompson in the original Spider-Man movie.
That's right.
Yeah, he was the first Flash Thompson back with Tobey Maguire. And that has spawned the best fucking memes I've ever seen. It's like,
oh my god.
It's
oh my god, he's fighting Sandman.
No. It's like Joe, you know, the young Joe as Flash Thompson. And they have him there with like the scars that Crocodile has and like a hook. Right there, he's like fighting Peter. He's like, "Is that all you got?" or whatever, and then it cuts to Peter, but it's like Luffy essentially. It's really, really funny. The memes have been immaculate, but I'm excited to see that. I think he will do actually a really good job.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, and then for Nico Robin, I don't know. Full disclosure, I know nothing about this actress, but she is tall and beautiful and Russian, and I think that checks all my boxes. So I'm cool with it.
Now, I'm unsure. So we got the Martine seal approval. Bunny Lord, do you know if the great and powerful Gary has given his seal of approval yet?
No?
Really?
Ooh, I'm going to need to see what he thinks.
Yeah.
Because realistically, all we have to go off of is just looks. Like, I don't know any of her previous work, so... She was. I liked it. She gives me like hot, classy vibes, and I'm here for it.
Very classy. I think
because that's
witty. That's witty to her, and I was like, I like that.
I might be in love.
Okay. And like, I think that was like a stipulation we had talked about. Like, I think you had said something like, like it has to just be like natural, like sense of like class
To their personality.
to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
exudes like classy vibes, like how Robin does, and also has a little bit of that like I said, that wit.
That dark little humor.
Yeah,
kinda-
that's pretty. But we're not gonna get that for a while though.
Oh,
That's when she
yeah.
gets a little bit more comfortable with the crew.
true. Yeah.
You know? But no, you're right. Like the classiness of it.
It's like a Robin vibe.
I see it. And you know, you bring up a really good point that it has to come naturally because I think that's been like the live action's biggest strength is all of their casting, especially for the Straw Hats, have been so spot on with like some natural personalities that they tend to have. Like Iñaki Godoy, who plays Luffy. You see him in interviews, like the man naturally is energetic and fun and goofy. Like it never feels fake. Even if sometimes he does play it up because that's the character he plays, I believe him. And if you can get me to believe that that's how you naturally are, then A, you're a fantastic actor, or B, you are just naturally like that person, which makes the acting part of it easier and more believable. Same with all the other crew members, like even Zoro's not voice
He
actor.
has like a confidence, cocky vibe, but not so much you're put off by it.
Yes, exactly.
He gives me good pre-time skip Zoro.
Yeah,
Zoro
like
still
like
laughs.
kind of aloof, but like not a dick. Like he enjoys being part of the group, but he's not fully there. He's not always like, you know, talking and like, energetic and happy. Like that's not who Zoro is. He's just like more reserved but confident. Like the confidence speaks for itself. I love Nami also. Like Emily Rudd does a great job with Nami in my opinion. She like just I don't know, like kind of that flirty but like fun vibe that she has just
She's smarter than all.
and she's smart. She's very, very smart.
Knows the series better than everybody else.
And you know one thing, and maybe this is like me just talking out of my ass or what I think, but I think Usopp's voice actor. No, I keep saying voice actor. Usopp's actor, Jacob. He he gives me a version of Usopp that I wish we would have gotten in the anime. I like Jacob's portrayal of Usopp so much better in the live action than Syrup Village Usopp, I guess. A little bit more confident, but still kind of like that confidence where you're faking until you make it, right?
Yeah, but not so much that you're put off by it.
Yeah, not so much that it's annoying and like, because I found Usopp so annoying early on. I love Usopp now, but there was a lot of character development that had to happen before I really liked him. But with Jacob's, portrayal of Usopp, he captures a lot of what we all like as Usopp. But it doesn't come off as like the annoying wannabe, like, oh, but I'm the captain, I do this, when he's like just a scaredy cat the entire time. Jacob is a little more confident, but he's kind of like suave about it too, and I kind of like that just for Usopp specifically, because he's like pretending to be, like, oh, I'm this major captain, blah blah blah, but it just comes off more like he knows that he's joking. He knows that like he's not actually the top dog.
Gotcha.
But he plays that part because, he has fun with it.
And there's nothing to say about Sanji's actor. He's just perfect.
Yeah, you're right. Mid,
Sanji's actor.
completely.
Fuck off. No, we love Sanji's actor. He's dude.
I mean,
You don't like him?
he's
You're just upset that he's way more like got that like charm than Zoro's actor does. Like, don't get me wrong, Zoro's actor is amazing, but Sanji's actor has that like ladies charm.
No, he is so much.
ladies charm. Okay, listen, it's not ladies charm. That man's just thick.
Booty thick.
See?
Booty.
No, but he can talk like he's suave, like
Guys,
action.
Yeah, like he's just.
Usopp like has little moments where he kind of has that, but
I definitely think Usopp's more charming in the live action than the anime.
Charming, that's the
yeah, he
perfect
has more
word
charm
for
to
it.
him, which I'm totally okay with.
me too. I like
You're
this
right.
version.
Usopp was kind of a little cringy at the anime, like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
definitely in the live action, he's a lot more lovable. And,
Exactly,
like,
and
charming.
and something that makes me feel like it was maybe intentional to kind of go a slightly different route with Usopp's character
But not
is
so much that it strays.
yeah, not so much that it changed. It's not a completely different character. It's still Usopp with some minor like personality changes. But what makes me kind of okay with the change is that Oda oversees it. Oda approved that like, hey, I know that this isn't exactly identical to how I wrote it or how the anime is, but also he wrote that 20 plus years ago. I'm sure by now he probably,
I would have fixed this.
would have changed some things had he known the full trajectory of the series, right? Knowing where Usopp is going to end up or where they're at now, I think any writer would go back and maybe change some things. Maybe he's using the live action to change some things that he would have wrote differently in the manga,
Oh, that's fair.
right? Like, so whether we like it or not, I don't even think that really matters that much, because I think genuinely it's a combination of like Oda wanting to change a couple things to maybe like make it a little bit easier for new people to come in and appreciate the show, but just like writing changes that he feels like would have made more sense, right?
Yeah.
I've seen like grown ass adults, like older millennials, Gen Xers, and like even I think I saw like an old grandma say like the live action One Piece was actually really good.
Yeah, I see
And that's
a lot of
pretty
people.
impressive that like you can target like not just obviously the younger gen for being pirates or whatever, but you can target like an older gen that doesn't know about the anime or manga or whatever.
Yeah, I think
impressive.
it's super impressive that it appeals to such a wide like audience, because the anime early on doesn't as much. It's very cartoony, it's very childish looking. If you actually take the time to watch and pay attention, you realize it's not, but from a first perspective it seems more geared for kids. With the live action, they make it seem like, no, this is kind of for everybody. There's elements that are fun and whimsical and adventurous, but there's also darker themes.
Dark
and they
and
do
spooky and
they do a good job of that. So they even
You
show
let children watch the live action,
yeah.
like young kids, like
Yeah.
under 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was like a couple moments that were like, just cover your eyes a little bit, but overall,
I
it's
think
for
it's
kids,
fine.
it's fine.
It's I think it's for the family, and that's okay with me.
I definitely think it's more tame than how some of the Pirates of the Caribbean was. Like some of that was like that is not for children.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. Because remember they included that scene with Zoro fighting one of the Baroque works
Oh yeah,
people
he
that
cut that dude's head off.
he cut his head off.
Yeah,
and
like, that was a little graphic. Like I'd cover children's eyes for that, but like overall, it's definitely more like.
But see, that's what will help it appeal to an older audience and not make it just for kids. Because I think like that's a very hard thing to do is make it appealing to everybody. So good for them.
Make it multi-generational.
Did you guys hear that the actor for Zoro Mikanayu, him and Oda like hang out because they're both in Japan. They both live in Japan, and they actually like
so
text and like hang out.
Bro, they play fucking One Piece together.
Yeah.
Like the card game?
Yes.
That's so fucking cool.
Like when Oda has some free time, they might hang out. Yeah.
That's so dope.
He'll send him a text like, "Hey, I have some free time today. If you can hang out, just respond. If not, don't worry about it."
I didn't know that. Man, see, I love it. Going back to the characters, it works. I just fucking love it. The castings have been great, and that's why I'm actually kind of excited for these, because we just see right now with Crocodile, Nico Robin, a visual, just like, hey, they kind of look the same. Oh, their personalities are roughly similar. Well, we won't know if we really like them until we see the season. Like,
Have you guys seen during their like panel thing where Buggy's actor and
Love him.
Crocodile's actor like were having a little like
Spat.
No, I
and
didn't
it
see
looked
that.
so good because like Buggy's actor is really like
I
good
love
as
Buggy's
Buggy's.
actor,
Yeah, like
yeah.
he makes me love Buggy like pre or
Oh yeah.
There's a clip out there where it's like 45 seconds of the actor being real life Buggy. Like
Really?
he came out and he's like blah 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 blah.
this is all about me, guys. Come on.
I love that. No, Buggy's actor is really, really good.
Yes, is absolutely fantastic.
I think probably like the weakest part of season 1 live action is maybe like Arlong. Like just Arlong by himself.
I thought he was pretty good.
He's
Like
okay.
yeah, but
I liked everybody else more.
yeah, fair.
I even liked Captain Kuro more than Arlong. I think that
Burroughs was like really ominous.
yeah, I think they did Syrup
during
Village
Syrup Village.
way better in
Yeah,
the
way
live
better
action
than-
than the fucking anime.
And the anime. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was creepy. It felt like a mystery thriller. I wasn't a fan of some decisions that they did. I didn't like that Luffy met up with Kobe again, like right
Yeah,
after
didn't
they
like
just
that.
separated. I didn't like that. I think they should have waited. But I really liked just the horror. Well, I say horror. It was not mystery horror aspect that they. It was an interesting like turn, and it made it.
It was a
more fun
Scooby Doo
to watch.
episode.
It was a live action Scooby Doo episode, basically. A lot of fun, and I think they did that super good.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm excited for.
Also, and we kind of don't want to glaze over this, we did get a semi sneak peek at live action Chopper,
Yeah.
and they gave him the Detective Pikachu effect.
Yeah, which I think was the right way to go.
Mhm.
Like, I was really, really praying that they wouldn't take the let's get a kid to play him, like an actual kid or
Like
something,
hybrid?
right? Like a hybrid and do some weird shit. Like, no, that would have been the end of the live
Kid would have
action.
grown up before the end of it, anyways. They'd have to.
No,
do
they can't
something.
risk that. They have to, because he is an animal. He's a deer, a walking, talking deer that has multiple different forms. Like, Chopper will make or break this fucking live action
100%.
series, and it's so. I'm glad I'm not in their positions. I'm glad that I don't have to make any of those decisions, because like, you're not gonna make everyone happy. There's gonna be a lot of people that just won't like what they decide to do, no matter what.
So, since they went the like CGI route,
Mm-hmm.
does that open up the possibility that we're just gonna get the English dub for Chopper?
See, I was thinking about that too. Do you think they would? Do you think that makes sense for them to do that?
I mean, yes, because
Yeah.
like I mean, they already have like the dub, the Japanese dub for the One Piece live action is just the original cast.
Yeah.
So like, I'm sure when they do it, like they're just gonna use Chopper's voice.
Anyways, so why not just get the
why
English
not just
dub?
use the English dub?
That's true. Yeah, I can't really see another reason to go with somebody else unless they were very adamant about we don't want to rely on the OG cast because they're already busy with the actual.
See, that's the only kind of, I guess, counter that I have seen is that like trying to do the scheduling for that is probably fucking ridiculous for them right now because the dub is catching up so fast.
They're already on Egghead, dude. They've done a good chunk of Egghead, actually. I'm surprised, dude. We're basically gonna be getting them week to week. Like, I never
Basically,
thought.
they're gonna become simulcast.
Yeah, I never in a million years did I think that the One Piece dub was gonna catch up that fast. Like, but good for them though. Like, they know what they have. They know that One Piece is more popular now than it's ever been. So fucking get more people to watch it.
All it took was Crunchyroll buying out Funimation.
Yeah, but there's still some problems with that though that I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah, you saw that thing that fucking Sam sent us?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked, dude.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised you didn't know about that.
No, well, I don't have my.
Oh, okay. Funny Lord, I think you knew about this. That the people who formerly had Funimation accounts, you lost your account. The transition to Crunchyroll, you are now paying like damn near double a year. And if you had any purchased downloaded content on Funimation account, that's all gone.
Yeah, you don't get to keep that, which is fucked. Like, that's already a major problem.
That's,
purchase physical.
dude, seriously.
Yeah,
that's
buy the
why-
physicals.
That's why I've transitioned to buying physicals for a lot of shit.
That's why I want to get the physicals for Dragon Ball, because we never get a good version of it on any streaming site. So just give me the fucking physicals and I'll be happy.
That's why I have the physical fucking Dragon Ball DVDs now.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to take an opportunity where they're just like, oh, anime streaming sites aren't a thing anymore. I'm like, oh, okay, well, how am I gonna get my? Yeah.
How am I gonna get my fix?
Yeah. So.
And you get to pick. There's dub and sub, and you can pick between different music too, which is awesome. I love that you can get the option. At least with the ones that we have, I think they're the orange brick versions.
Yeah.
Those you can get like the Bruce Faulkner score or the original Japanese score.
Yes, you can.
Super cool.
But yeah, that Funimation Crunchyroll thing is kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked. So, yeah.
Well, so I'm glad I've had Crunchyroll this entire time. In
Such a
other
weird
news,
pivot. This is good. There's no segue to this.
yeah, there's no segue to this, but I think it's a crazy development because Martine was pretty active about this, and I'm so glad I never played.
You never played like even a little bit, huh?
I maybe like 30 minutes.
Damn.
Palworld is getting sued by Nintendo for hold on, I had it pulled up. For patent infringement.
Patent infringement.
Yeah.
What patent? Like you think it's like the models of some of the.
Probably.
Because a patent is what you submit before, for an invention, for something that you make.
Throwing a ball to capture a creature.
Oh, maybe actually.
There's a real strong possibility that they
Like
have
the
that.
mechanic, maybe there's a patent for the mechanic of, a capture ball. I don't know.
Because it's apparently it was some patent that they had gotten approved back in August.
I'm a little surprised that that's what the lawsuit is over, and that the words copyright are nowhere in sight.
Yeah, and even Palworld kind of responded apparently. Regarding the lawsuit, yesterday a lawsuit was filed against our company for patent infringement. We have received notice of this lawsuit and will begin the appropriate legal proceedings and investigations into the claims of the patent infringement. At this moment we are oh god damn it, I don't want to read a tweet. We are unaware of the specific patents we are accused of infringing upon.
We don't know what we did wrong, basically.
We have not been notified of such details. Pocket Pair is a small indie game company based in Tokyo. Our goal as a company has always been to create fun games, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, basically they're denying.
They're basically saying, yeah, they're suing us. We don't know what we did wrong, but we'll let you know. That's so funny, actually. If this whole thing, by the time it finally ends, if they actually are convicted or whatever, or not convicted, but they're essentially found guilty of whatever they are, that could result in some kind of maybe class action, because if they can't keep the game available and they have to shut the game down, there's a lot of people that bought that game. It wasn't a free game.
Yep.
You had to pay, I think it was $14, $15 or something like that, or maybe 30. So that means that they would probably have to refund or at least provide some kind of settlement to everybody who bought that game.
And then Nintendo buys it out. They buy their servers,
And just switch everything with
rework
regular
it, and
Pokemon.
they're just like, boom, new Pokemon game.
That'd be such a cop out because they've been like the fans have been asking for an actual open world Pokemon game like that for fucking decades, and Nintendo has not delivered. Yeah, but Palworld did it first, and that's very. It wasn't the same.
Arceus was shit.
Arceus was nowhere near as good as what like at least the concept of Palworld.
But Arceus was like the foundation.
Arceus, yeah, Arceus was a like guided open world.
Yeah, like you weren't really free to do anything
But
you
that's
wanted.
what people are speculating. Celebi's new game is going to like be the perfect.
Sorry, it's hard for me to hear a little bit.
Supposedly the new Celebi game coming out is what Arceus should have been and what Palworld was. That's what a lot of the fans are speculating. But
When does this come out?
2025, I think.
Interesting. Oh wow, maybe that's why they're going after Palworld because
Maybe
they
they're
don't,
like,
they don't
we're
want the
about to drop a
competition.
game similar, and how dare you, blah blah blah, or whatever. I don't know.
Hey, you beat us to it. That's not fair. We're suing.
Start a lawsuit just to build up drama, so the hype for your new game.
Fuck, I wouldn't put it past them actually. That's not a.
But I mean, what's it called? I still like Palworld in a sense of if it did set Pokemon Company on fire, in a sense of like now they have to deliver because like
Yeah.
they have ignored the fans for years now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Maybe it was a freaking good thing, Palworld.
No, yeah. At the end of the day, whether Palworld actually did, infringe on any kind of
Cares?
copyright
Like,
or
that's a
patent or
billion-dollar
whatever,
business.
hey, they finally like got the ball rolling in the sense that they're either giving us a game that we've desperately wanted with pals and not Pokemon, or they got Nintendo off their ass to make what the fans have actually been asking for a very long time.
They
So-
created a precedence.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, for
Like they made their and Palworld, is in my opinion a huge success. No matter how many people are playing it now versus originally, it got a lot of people talking and a lot of attention at Nintendo to be like, hey, what are y'all doing? This small indie company was able to provide the game that everyone's been asking for with a lot less resources and a lot less funding than Nintendo. So what's your excuse now, right?
Yeah, shit. I mean,
That's my opinion. I mean, again, I'm not even really that much into the Pokemon fandom. I just speak as a bystander who enjoyed a game. So,
fair enough.
but speaking of other games, this is also very recent news that
Yeah. So here in our household, we are big fans of the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, and they are now introducing it on mobile.
is it free or do you think you have to buy it?
Pay to play, baby. Pay to play.
Pay to play in the sense that like,
Probably for characters or extra levels and stuff.
ugh, gross.
Or jutsus.
Ugh, even worse. I don't want to play that.
I mean, neither do I.
I'll just come over and play your actual like video game.
Ninja Storm 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I never really got that good at that game.
I'm not gonna lie.
I've never owned it, so I couldn't take the time to actually learn. By the time I learn the mechanics, I leave and we never play. So the next time we play it, I'm not gonna remember anything.
You got a PlayStation? I bet it's cheap as dirt on the fucking PlayStation Store. No?
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah, see, I figured, like, I would just get it digitally. I bet it's dirt cheap.
Okay, I might do that.
Check your local GameStop. GameStops have not been that bad recently. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't walked into a GameStop in a long fucking time.
Man, I found me a Julius Caesar, not Julius Caesar, Julius Novakrolo Funko in one recently.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually really excited about that.
Nice.
Sorry, I went off the.
Have you heard about the GameStop retros that they're doing?
Huh?
GameStop is releasing stores that are retro video game versions of GameStop. So kind of like the small, little retro video game stores that we've been to here in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
GameStop is like releasing brick and mortar stores that are geared for the retro gaming community.
So basically, a GameStop that we grew up in.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, guys, this is where it starts.
I'm not a fan of that actually.
Oh no,
I don't
neither
like
am
that
I.
idea.
I'm gonna start a riot.
Yeah, I don't like that because that's gonna immediately kill so many of the small businesses that we love going to, where we find all of our little like GameCube, PS2 games, fucking like DS,
All the Pokemon
Game
DS
Boys.
games.
Yeah,
But regardless, though,
Think about it. If it's all
GameStop,
governed,
But
Oh.
GameStop can like charge you cheaper though, just like how
That's
with
why
their
it's gonna
graded
run those
cards and
stores
stuff.
out of business.
I mean, that's the sad reality. Walmart has destroyed entire towns and cities from opening. That just is what it is.
Yeah, and it just makes me feel bad because like I didn't mind spending a little more on
Help a
stuff
small
like that
business.
to help the business because they were passionate about the games that they had. They were
Collecting,
knowledgeable
yeah,
about the
no,
games that they
yeah.
had, and they're as much of fans as we are. They're people who like they work. That's kind of their living, you know, and they do more interesting things. They do raffles with their community, like they do giveaways, they do cool videos. Like it's a very small but passionate community that I've come to like see, especially like if you follow any of them on Instagram. And I really just appreciated that they would at least have some of the OG stuff that you won't find at a GameStop. Now, if you go to GameStop, they'll probably have it. Maybe it'll be cheaper, but they don't give a fuck about it because it's a business. Like to them, it's just, you know.
I mean, I've walked into a GameStop recently, and the people didn't have any idea what I was talking about Naruto.
Yeah, exactly. Like a
Yeah,
lot of the people that work
so-
there are just maybe like, you know, younger kids who need a part-time job and they know some stuff, but they're just
They don't
there
know
because
that,
it's
yeah.
a job. Nothing wrong with that, sure, but again, it's just gonna kind of
just can't have anything.
businesses. Like,
Yeah, that's actually a really valid point. Like, what kind of employee is going to be running these? Okay, let's be honest. GameStops don't pay well. They're not known well for being like.
and they're gonna screw you over when you try to trade in anything old that you have. You think that just because there's a retro GameStop now around the corner, if you go and take all your old PS2 games, that they're gonna give you like good money for it? They're not. They're probably gonna give you less money than one of the other like small stores because those other stores actually know the worth of some of this stuff. Or you can at least barter with them. I've been to a few of them where you kind of have that exchange. It's like, hey, I'm looking to get this, you know, and then they're like, oh, I can only offer you this. And you kind of like me in the middle. You have that conversation. But if you go through a GameStop, it's like a business. They're like, nope, I can only offer you this much. Like, or you get store credit or whatever, you know.
Be honest with me. How are you going to feel when you go into this GameStop, right? And you take in some PS2 game, maybe some like Xbox stuff, and they're just like, PS2? I think my dad had one of these back in the day. Exactly.
I'd burn the store
Exactly. Okay.
Embarrassment.
If you put something,
down. Is that your Valley Girl accent?
I have different ones. Okay, I have different ones.
That's pretty
Like,
good.
oh yeah, you like that one? I like. Just the other day we were doing Hell of a Boss.
Oh God.
Lunatic.
His Mean Girls.
That you're weirdly good at that. I don't like that you're good at that.
But like if you don't have like at least like a millennial in these like retro GameStops, one, you bring up a game, the employee's not gonna know what the fuck you're talking about. Two, like if we're trying to have a conversation with somebody, they're like, you're gonna get a totally different experience because I'm telling you, nobody my age is gonna want to deal with a fucking kid.
No.
Because I'm just gonna be like, dude, the game I am talking about is older than you. Think about that.
I don't want
Tenkaichi
to.
3, bro, is older than.
A lot of the kids working at GameStop.
Yes.
Why are we so old? What happened, dude?
Now, and like, okay. Here's also another little aspect I want to talk about, like with a major, like with GameStop opening up and like closing down small businesses, it takes away that, like, the enjoyment of the hunt.
Oh, the hunt is the best
The
fucking
hunt.
part, dude. That's yeah, I fully agree with that. Finding that game at that random fucking store you like happen to go into is the best feeling in the world.
You know
You
it.
get that adrenaline
Yeah,
rush.
you're gonna lose that completely at GameStop because you're gonna go in and be like, hey, I'm looking for this game. Oh, I don't
It's
have
like
it, but I can ship it over from this store, or I can send it to your house for blah 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 plus shipping.
It's like shooting.
Shut
fish in a
up.
barrel.
If I wanted that, I'd order it on Amazon. I don't want that. I want to find it in person. I want to find that diamond, you know, that's just sitting there that nobody knows about, right?
Fair. Now I will say, like, GameStop used to have, like, you used to be able to have those moments, like yours.
Shut up. Don't bring it up.
What?
The platinum. One time I saw Pokemon Platinum.
No.
in a
No.
GameStop.
No, I was gonna bring up the diamond story. Is it diamond? I'm pretty sure it's diamond, isn't it?
Oh yeah, what?
The double GameStop.
Yeah. We went to like multiple GameStops and we found no. We found Pokemon Silver.
Silver, that's what it was.
Oh, Soul Silver?
And it was mint in box and literally just dropped off an hour before we showed up.
No shot. Are you
Yes.
serious?
Bro, guess where at? The closer GameStop. Okay, if they started at the closer
We
GameStop
went to
to
like
your house.
4 different GameStops or something
I
that
know.
day, 2 or 3 different or whatever.
The one right there by your house.
Oh.
They were there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I think. Did you guys buy the DS there?
Yes, we did.
They
We
bought
did
the
get
DS
we
there.
got the Galaxy DS still like pristine and everything.
And they asked like, hey, do you have this? And they were like, no, but like I could tell you like what areas do have it. The one right there on fucking 6 and 529.
Yeah. There's
Literally,
2 GameStops
yes.
right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
Right next.
literally, they went from there to there and got it same day.
Nice.
But
I
yeah.
always wonder why there's 2 right next to each other.
No
it's
fucking
less
idea.
than a 2-minute drive.
It's not Starbucks.
I know. And they had Soul Silver?
Yes, but I told you a guy literally just dropped it off an
Yeah.
hour before we showed up to the store, and it just happened to like just want quick money. Like,
Gotcha.
they,
It's
but
practically a pawn shop for video games.
yeah,
Yeah, but like you're not gonna get those stories anymore. Like you're not gonna get those at GameStop. Come on, let's.
Yeah. You know what would be smart? Now I'm thinking just on the business side of it. It'd be smart for GameStop, instead of just opening a brand new store, it'd be smart for them to reach out to those like smaller companies that maybe are
Mhm.
struggling, right? And offer them to buy their business, right? Because maybe for the right price, they'd be open to it.
I don't know if they're not doing that.
They might be, because then they already have their inventory and everything. All they have to do is just change the entire, or not the entire store, but like change it to match the GameStop
Rebrand it.
branding, right?
Yeah.
To match with all that, or whatever the new branding for the retro stores are, right? But at least like the foundation is set by buying those out. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I'll be completely honest, because I don't know what that like
How-
price tag would be to make it worth for those companies, or if they would even want to sell out and do that, right?
How would you feel if we went to the antique mall and that cool
Retro game store.
yeah, that little retro game one, like if like we went there and they got bought out and now it's like retro GameStop.
Oh,
But it's literally the exact same shit.
Oh.
But now it's just some complete fucking stranger
$1 billion
that doesn't-
company. Just
yeah, and like somebody who doesn't give 2 fucks about us.
I can think of another reason why like I don't think I like the retro GameStop being a thing. It's gonna make retro games even more expensive. Actually, it's not gonna be cheaper.
It's not gonna it's not gonna
because
make it
it's gonna
cheaper.
be so much more available to other people, because it's associated to the GameStop name. Everybody knows what GameStop is. Parents know what that is, so they're easier to find. You go, there's gonna be more demand maybe because it's a new hot thing, and it's all these like Gen Zers or Gen Alphas or whatever, like finding older games, talking about it, pushing it so much, it's going to draw a lot of attention. A lot of people are going to want it. And when you want to go and get the games that you know you can find at those retro stores, they're not going to be there. They're going to be at the GameStops, and they're going to be either way too expensive or just unavailable because they're selling out like crazy or whatever, right? It's kind of like when anime merch or, Funkos and shit like that got super mainstream.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when Funkos were not really that popular? They were just
Yeah,
a
I
few
remember
of
when
them.
they first came out. Yeah.
Yeah, and like when they first came out, you kind of could collect them. I wasn't like into them, but I remember when they were first coming out.
Mhm.
It was easier to kind of get Funkos and stuff like that, and there wasn't a market for it. Now there's a market for it. Now the really rare ones are fucking hundreds of dollars and
Thousands.
thousands of dollars even. Same with like some anime merch. When you make it so mainstream that you can find it at a fucking Target or Hobby Lobby or whatever, like just random shit that's anime because it's popular with the kids, it loses that like, I don't know,
That's
the
why you don't
charm.
like collecting cards, huh?
Yeah, it's
Huh.
not the
So you want to
same.
gatekeep stuff.
No, it's not that I want to gatekeep. I'm saying that it's going to happen, and I'm not a fan of just like it becoming a business and it being like people buying stuff because it's
So you don't
it's
want to.
popular on TikTok, not because they actually care about it.
Capitalism.
So you don't want people jumping on a bandwagon. You want it to be more individual.
I guess so. Like, I want the people that actually go out and support these businesses or buy this stuff do it because they care about that game, or they actually know about it or something like that, or maybe to introduce someone new to it, not because someone saw a TikTok about somebody saying, hey, this is going to be worth a lot, you should get it now, blah blah blah, and go to your GameStop
That's
and
what
buy it.
resellers are, and that's what those small businesses are. They're resellers.
It's gonna make it worse for
Oh,
everything.
yeah, for
like
sure.
fucking actually, wait, I'm so sorry to keep cutting you off. I just keep thinking
Let
about
the
stuff.
man speak.
I'm sorry, last thing and you can talk.
But I got like 2 words.
What?
our games are gonna be
It's-
worth a lot. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay, I was
maybe
thinking about that earlier.
Maybe it's not a bad.
But
thing.
it's like the difference between it being like a niche and a fandom.
Yes.
Like the Jackson Daxter games that I've been collecting. I hardly ever actually hear anybody ever talk about them. I mean, within our group, only a handful of us have actually even played it, and so like that feels like a niche. But like the moment that like everybody can get their hands on it, and it takes one semi-big content creator to be like, "Have you guys ever played this game? Oh my God, it's so great!" and like everybody's gonna remember and go flooding for it. And like
Piece
when
cards.
exactly. That is
But as-
exactly the issue with it. Like you, that it's the sorry.
No, you're good. But
What
like,
she said.
as a fan, you do want people to know about the game, right?
Yes.
But it's like a weird fine line of like, I want people to know about it, but I don't want it to like
Become a business.
or just like be something that it's not. Like people buy shit because of like,
Isn't that what an entrepreneur is?
I'm not an entrepreneur.
No. I'm just saying in general, like, you could say like you're just grabbing it because you think it's worth money, but someone might be like, well, I want to create a business off this fan base and make money off of it because it is what it is.
It is, and they're fully entitled to do that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but I just like I
You
don't
personally,
like
this
it
is
when
how
it's
you feel.
when with my personal like niches and things that I enjoy.
Oh,
you know,
so, okay.
but that
so
can
it's
be
about
with
your
anything.
personal thing. Okay.
At the end of the day, it's my
Fair.
opinion. I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
like I'm sure more than enough people are gonna hard disagree with everything I've said. I think a lot of people are gonna say I'm gatekeeping, which like it sounds like I am, and I guess I am. But it's not because I don't want to share what I like with other people. It's
You
like
just want people to have good intentions.
yeah, like the
I
intention
get it.
behind
Like,
it,
you
I
want
think is
more
what
like
makes
pure
sense.
intentions, not just like money, 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 money.
Yeah.
You're thinking like if you do start a business, have a little heart and soul to it of like I like this thing, but I
Yeah.
am still gonna make money off of it, but not just like money, 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 money.
Yeah, exactly. I think GameStop has completely lost its like
Which is
passion for gaming.
Weird, cause their bitch asses were in like about to be bankrupt, and if it wasn't for that huge like stock bullshit,
Oh, yeah.
they would have been fucking shut
Mm-hmm.
down forever ago.
Yeah, and I
Well,
mean, like
that was from
GameStop
us.
started like turning into not GameStop when they started selling Funkos and figures and merch and things like that. Like that was not GameStop back in the
T-shirts and all that
day.
shit.
Bro, do you know what you can get online on GameStop?
What?
I can get graded One Piece cards. Like, and I'm not talking like just run of the mill ones. No, I mean
high
like,
big hitters.
I can get me a manga Zoro graded 10.
Yeah. And same with
Is it
Pokemon
any-
cards. You can get those rare Charizards
It's
or
not
whatever.
special anymore.
Like,
It
exactly, it
doesn't
takes
mean
away the
anything.
hunt.
It doesn't mean anything anymore. Like
But I will say they cut you on market value. So that Zoro probably on GameStop is way cheaper than in the wild.
yeah, probably.
But it's just damn.
Again, it just doesn't feel like the same store anymore. And maybe that is also us like growing up and having
Oh God, we're
different
old.
opinions. Like
We're
we're old. We're gonna see things differently. Like as a kid, I'm sure this kind of shit happened with other stores too, and we just were oblivious to it because we're kids. Blockbuster. But like, I mean, Blockbuster always felt like Blockbuster. It
I
never.
mean, Redbox. I mean, and Netflix
Redbox
used
kind
to
of
be all
killed it though.
physical,
But see,
too.
yeah, Redbox killed Blockbuster.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Netflix killed Blockbuster.
Oh yeah, because remember they used to be physical games and physical DVDs sent to your house.
Yeah. And watch it come full circle and Netflix create like brick and mortar stores where you can go and like.
You know, you can
actually
already
buy.
rent from Netflix though. and,
Yeah, that's
like-
always that's how it started.
That's how it started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
before it
It
was,
was like a
streaming
DVD,
site.
like
Mhm. And
movie
then you
subscription and stuff. Yeah.
rent games then too,
Mhm.
extended games. Yeah.
So what if GameStop does the opposite and they like stop being a store and they end up being more of like a new like oh my
E-commerce.
god, what if they like go the e-commerce route and they do a streaming type pivot as a company, but they offer a collection of just games that you
So,
can
like-
download or play for a monthly subscription.
So like Steam and what's
No,
the
but
one
that's
for,
like buying games versus like you paying a monthly fee to play a certain number
Oh.
of games and download them and play them, but like with restrictions or something like that. That way, if you don't want to buy a full game, you get to still try it and play it out or whatever, and you get the option to fully pay for that game,
Uh-huh.
or you can
I
try.
bet money they're gonna do it.
I could
mean,
see
that's
that.
what streaming services are doing. They're going back to cable. with all the commercials and how expensive it is.
Oh
It's
my
basically
God.
cable again.
Y'all, Hulu is unwatchable with the amount of ads that are on there, and they're
Dude,
so
Disney's the
bad.
same way. Disney's insane too.
It's
It's
like,
the same company.
like, bro,
Oh yeah, duh.
I grew up with ads. I grew up with commercials. It's not that I'm not used to it, but it's
You got spoiled?
so abruptly. No, it's just so abruptly in your face. While we were watching Summertime Rendering, dude, they'll pop in a commercial not even like 5 minutes into the show, and then it does it in the middle of somebody talking. Like they're having a moment, they're talking, and then boom, commercial. It
Oh yeah, because
completely
old
takes you
school
out of it.
TV, they stopped at a good point where
Yeah.
it's like, okay, 10 5-minute commercial or whatever.
Yeah.
You're right. They used to be like nicely.
There's an
No,
there's
you
like
know-
an art to it. There's a
you know
fucking
my-
way to do it.
You know my favorite thing is now? It's not my favorite. I promise you, it brings me great anger. When you click on a show, first thing, ad.
Yeah,
You watch the opening of the show,
ad.
ad.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
I'm just like, I haven't even started the show, and I've seen more ads than actual show.
yeah.
You hear how now YouTube is about to transition to every time you pause your video, an ad will pop up.
Shut the
That
fuck up!
it's already greenlit. It's already in the beta version of.
Thank God I have premium.
Oh my.
Yeah, people are gonna start one.
Premium's worth it. I'm telling you guys right now. I know it seems like a waste of money, but I've used YouTube Premium every
You're
single
talking to the wrong person. Gary already pays for premium.
Oh right, yeah. No, it's fucking amazing. I canceled, or Paul and I canceled our Disney Plus thing to get YouTube Premium instead.
Yeah,
so much
Amy
more
has
worth
YouTube Premium too. She loves it too.
it. Yeah, like Disney, we weren't watching anything on it, and we're just
Sorry
wasting
guys,
money.
gonna have to cancel Crunchyroll for YouTube Premium.
That is not the same.
You can do that when YouTube has anime.
I like how both of you were like, no.
That's not the same.
That's not the same. But yeah, wow, that was an intense rabbit hole that we jumped down. But that's really like I have a very strong passion for video games specifically, and especially knowing like the business side of stuff now and just kind of paying attention to that. I think it's really interesting just seeing how things change from where we were before to how things are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's
And
Okay.
again, let us know. Like I know that a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, and that's fine.
We like that. We want your opinion.
But yeah, let me know like why you think differently. Like let me know what your thoughts are on GameStop doing these whole retro stores, and if you think maybe there is more benefits to it than cons. And I'm curious to know. Like I'm open to discussion. So yeah, drop it in the comments. And if you don't care, then you can't argue.
yeah, exactly. If you don't argue with us or have some way to like disagree, it just means we're right. Now try to keep this from not being a rabbit hole, Martine.
I think I can.
Okay. In December 6th, they are releasing here in America, or I think it's like mostly just like the Western Hemisphere, Solo Leveling Reawakening movie.
Mhm.
And what it is it's a recap of the first season, followed by the first 2 episodes of season 2,
Mhm.
which isn't going to be coming out until January, which is gay.
Mhm.
I'm excited. I might go see it, to be completely honest.
Just to watch the 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Dang, I was totally thinking I can wait a month.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't. Yeah, nah. I'm good.
Mm.
I like Solo Leveling, man.
I love Solo Leveling.
Yeah, I like, and I'll be honest. Like, if this is an opportunity to get to see this series on the big screen, I'm gonna take it
That's a good point,
because, like,
actually.
I really like that.
That would be
that-
kind of cool. It's just I don't know if I want to sit through the entirety of season 1.
Imagine that
just
on
to
the big
see.
on the big screen, though.
I did like it, but I know what's gonna
You
happen
watch
already.
stuff very often. You really don't.
I don't rewatch things.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't
Yeah.
rewatch stuff. So I kind of get Martine's point of view. If you're not into rewatching things, like I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you like rewatching stuff over and over and over, like How I Met Your Mother, like 20 million times.
Yeah, that's
like,
different
yeah.
though because that's a sitcom thing and every episode is a different story.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
like
fair.
an episodic show, I can rewatch the fuck out of. I don't care because I can pull up a random season, a random episode, and I'll get a new story.
Fun facts about Martine I did not know.
Yeah, but if everything is contingent on like this happened last episode and now you need to know that because this episode and then that, like it's cool the first time because you get to watch the whole story, but then I know the story, I know what's gonna happen next, so
Mm-hmm. Is that entirely
you don't
true about
believe.
you?
No, not entirely.
Okay, because I was about to bring up one thing.
Bring it up.
The one thing that I probably have rewatched more than anybody in this house.
Black Clover.
No.
No, wait, no, that's different. That's very different. No, I know exactly what he's talking about. Abridged is different, okay? Abridged brings me joy that I can't say much anime has really brought to me because it's just fucking funny. All right.
Yeah.
And you can technically start anywhere because
I mean, yeah, I do.
it's abridged. It's
Yeah.
a parody. If you're watching it, you already know the entire story of Dragon Ball.
True.
I'm going in there for a laugh because I know that the Android Saga and the Cell Saga are fucking hilarious.
Mhm.
Right? As much as I love Team 4-Star, I'm not going back to rewatch season 1.
It has its moments.
It has its moments, but I'm gonna look for those moments specifically. I'm not starting from episode 1.
Everything Nappa.
It was a rough start, dude. Like abridged, the first couple episodes was rough. I know that, like, I know, you know, I'm not saying anything. Like, I know it's hard to make all that stuff, and even they have said, like, yeah, no, the first episodes are a little rough.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I've already seen it. I like it, and I support it, and I jump to what I like now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll leave it there.
Fair
You're
enough.
gonna get mad at me for going.
All right,
on
so
that
Martine
route.
doesn't want to go see the movie.
I didn't say that. I said maybe.
Well, I will apparently have an extra seat next to me if anybody wants to join us.
Oh, were you inviting
Obviously,
me?
I mean, kind of. Obviously, like one spot's already taken. Eat shit.
Oh, you
like
just want me to third wheel? That's what it is.
No, we're a bunch of whole collective of friends. Bubblegum, yum yum.
You just said one seat.
Yes, because the seat on my right is taken.
I can't be on your right, man. What the fuck?
You can be on my left,
Fuck that.
and then we'll.
No, I'm
put,
definitely not going.
And then we'll put Gary next to you. That way, me and him can, teamwork.
Do you think Pablo would want to go?
Fuck yeah.
I'll bring it up to him. We'll see. If it's a group thing, then I don't mind.
So yeah.
Fine.
Yay! Now, before we wrap things up, we have a nice little question for everybody, mostly the audience, and that is, what fall anime are you most excited for? Now, before anybody answers, let's list off a few that you probably forgot about. First, we have Dragon Ball Daima.
Mm-hmm.
We have Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War Arc, Part 3. Blue Lock Season 2. Don Don Don.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uzumaki. Danmachi Season 5. Shangri-La Frontier Season 2. And Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga.
That's a lot of anime coming out in 1 month.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be busy every day.
Like, that's, like, how many is that right there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That literally, there are
More anime coming out than days in the week.
Yeah. And, like, I'm sure, like, I also know, like, ReZero's getting a new season. I know you don't watch it, but, like, if I don't mention it, everybody will give us a bunch of shit.
Sam will kill you.
Yeah. Hi, Sam. I miss you, buddy. I have to leave my little messages in there for him.
See you in a couple weeks. Yeah. He's turning 30.
Everybody, by the time this comes out, it'll be right around Sam's birthday, so everybody say happy birthday to
Everybody wish Sam a happy birthday.
Sam. What are you most excited for?
I probably changed it at least 3 times from the first time you asked me till now.
For not even 3 hours.
I know.
Jesus, okay.
There's a lot of good anime coming out, dude.
I know.
Right now, surprisingly, I think I'm most excited for Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see the rest of that fight, and I want to see Ichigo pop off, because we really have not seen him go all out since getting the 2 swords.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like, if you don't know, I have not read the 1,000 Year Blood War arc.
Neither have I.
I don't know what happens outside of Ichigo getting a new transformation. Spoiler warning. Sorry. But no, like, I know that much, and that's it. I don't know. I hear Aizen comes into play, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck, how he fits into the story. So I'm interested to see.
Grimjow also plays in too.
Yeah, well, he was shown a little bit
that's right,
in
yeah.
the last part. So yeah, no, I fucking love Bleach. I've loved it since I binged the entire thing, and the animation has been great. Every part has been awesome. I'm probably, that's probably at my top in terms of like what I'm most excited for, because I can watch that by myself like as soon as it comes out. I don't have to wait on anybody either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all watch it whenever you watch it. Pablo's not really interested in it, so I just enjoy that, and that's like my anime to watch. What about you? What are you excited for?
Danmachi.
Yeah, that was too. It was after that last part, like season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that brought me to tears. That was so good.
Dude, I every time I like from the moment I first watched it, I loved it. I instantly loved it, and I think I've been around for like 2 seasons to come out like after I was caught up. Every time that I have seen like a notification like, oh, new season, dude, I fucking light up. Like immediately.
I remember when season 4 was first announced, you were like, out of the 3 of us, you were fucking on it. Dude, it's so good. And like, that's kind of what sparked my curiosity to check it out.
I will throw this table through a wall for that anime.
It's so good.
I love a good hero story, and Belle Crenell is a fucking go.
Yeah, no, he's cool. The cast is great. The story, the side characters are fantastic. That's what I really like about it, dude.
Like, yes, because like the characters that you're just like, that's not our main party. Like, why am I attached to now?
Yeah, you get attached to them, and like that's what I like in an anime, when it's not just depending on the main character to carry the whole fucking show. The cast of Danmachi is great. And after season 4, dude, oh my god, the whole story of I forgot her name, Ryu, I think, the blonde girl.
Yes, the elf. Yeah.
The elf girl. Whenever we get to see her backstory and her party, like what actually happened to her party, and she had teased it back in like season 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Like this was very early on. We knew that something happened, but we didn't know the details of it and why she was so distant from everybody, but like helpful at the same time.
But then like why was she so OP?
Yeah. Oh my god, season 4 was a 10 out of 10. I started and finished that season in the same day.
Yeah.
It was so good, dude. And thank you, Sam, for putting me on that show. He pushed me very hard to watch it, and it was worth it. Like, loved it a lot. Season 3 and 4 are my 2 favorite seasons for sure.
You said 2 and 4?
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
3 was the one with the monster,
The little
monster
monster
girl
girl.
and all that. That was just a good. And season 2 was good too, actually.
The whole series is fucking great.
Yeah, like season 1 was good enough for me to keep watching. Not my favorite because again, like it felt super fantasy, and like sometimes if it's too in your face fantasy, it's a little eh. And I like fan service, but I don't always like it when it's just in your face fan service.
Yeah.
I think early on it suffered a lot from that, but it didn't
I
do
think
that
they
as
just
much
do that
later.
to try to hook as many people as possible.
Yeah, but at the same time,
And
you're
then
gonna push
they
people away with that too. You either bring in a certain crowd or you push away the other crowd, right?
Okay, but like let's be honest.
More of them are on
The
other
people
side.
you push away are not going to be as diehard as the ones that you keep.
Son of a bitch! I just outed myself. No.
Martin likes big titties.
Cut this whole fucking section. This is not. Nope. This actually isn't me. It's an AI version of me.
We don't have that much money. I'm sorry.
Thank you, G Fuel.
Bonnie Lord, is there anything you're excited for? Have you heard the great and powerful Gary Martin say anything he's excited for? Damn, I gave him his full government name.
Wow, you want to give out his social too?
I mean, how mad would anybody be if I did know that?
It's not my social, so I don't care.
All right, fair enough.
You're not. So you're not excited for Blue Exorcist?
I am.
Just kind of eh. You already know what happens, I guess. Fair.
Okay.
It's gonna be a good arc. I feel like it. It's really good.
Okay.
A lot more story-driven.
Now, I will say right now, and I'm putting this out before the season actually comes out, don't get mad at me if I fall behind on that one, because there is a lot to watch and a lot of things that I honest to God, am more excited for than Blue Exorcist.
Like what?
Oh, besides Bleach, Dragon Ball Daima. We get Dragon Ball back finally
I
after
guess.
God knows how long. When did Dragon Ball Super end? Wasn't that like 2017?
Something about that. Yeah.
Bro, we haven't had a Dragon Ball anime in 7 years.
That means you're old.
What does that say about you?
Oh, I don't age, buddy.
Okay, Grandpa, whatever.
Yeah. You want to look at the gray hairs in your hair and gray
That's
mine?
different. Mine makes me look wise.
Yeah.
Fuck you for pointing that out. That's not nice. Whatever.
I'll go shave the mustache right now, bro.
I bet you use hair dye. The silence speaks volumes. The fact that he didn't immediately deny it.
Do
Oh
you
my
see
God, does he
whole
use hair dye?
Scandal. Emory uses hair dye now.
Name of the episode.
Okay. I'm gonna nip this theory in the butt right now. Okay, you see these beautiful luscious curls?
They're fake.
You think I'm gonna fucking kill my hair?
Emory uses extensions. He uses extensions 100%. Yeah. I love having you put your 2 cents into conversation.
Well, then talk about things I can talk about.
I try. I really try. Back to Dragon Ball. It's been 7 years. We're old, but I'm excited for it to come back because this could be a potential like GT fix. And I'm not even gonna begin to go down that rabbit hole because we already have. I'm excited for Dragon Ball. I'm really excited for Blue Lock because I loved season 1. Like super good. I do have a concern. They released a trailer recently for season 2. The trailer does not look great.
Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of controversy about like
literally looks like just a
Still
motion
images.
graphic just moving, like sliding left to right, and I'm like, that doesn't look good.
like and like the worst part is like we can all see it now that Invincible basically pointed us out like how
Yeah.
it's exactly what they were talking about in
Yeah.
it.
I'm hoping they're just saving it for the actual show.
Same.
You know, here's to hoping. And then I am excited for Dawn to Dawn because I don't know anything about this show. And all Twitter likes to talk about is how excited they are for Dawn to Dawn to come out. The episodes apparently got leaked a couple months back or something, and you could find them on like some not legal sites.
Yeah, we've been on those websites, Martin.
Says you.
Yeah, okay.
You can't prove anything.
But
But
apparently
apparently,
you got a VPN just because we live in Texas.
I don't have a VPN.
Yeah, sure you
I
don't.
thought about it though. I was just saying, look, I was thinking if I was a VPN company, that's definitely the angle that I would play to
I would
sell my
market to
service.
Texas like a motherfucker,
Dude,
bro.
if like at that point they're just dropping the ball. They have a whole like I'm not stop. We're not going down.
VPNs, we are a Houston-based podcast. We have an entire market that we could probably market to. We're degenerates. I miss my hentai. My hentai.
Nope. I'm excited for Dawn to Dawn because I hear really good things about the manga, and it looks cool. The animation,
Yep.
the art style, all that looks pretty interesting.
You know what I've learned about you?
What?
If the opening is catchy enough.
It
You'll
will
watch
get
it.
me. That's what happened with MASH.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I did not want to watch MASH at all. And then that second season opening came out, and I was like, fuck, that's a banger. I might check it out.
Okay. So we're at least at like halfway into the year, a little bit more past it. Do we still all agree? Opening of the year.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, for
Double
sure. I
checking
haven't
still.
seen another opening yet that I like as much.
No.
Because I refuse to skip that opening.
Same.
That's like, in my opinion, that's what you need to be to contend for best opening.
The only one I will even give a slight chance to, Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8's opening is amazing. And if it wasn't for MASH, that would be my number 1 pick. I think it wins at the very least ending.
Oh yeah.
Kaiju number 8's ending sequence or ending song, so good. It's fucking One Republic. Try to beat that.
You're showing your age there, buddy.
Shut the fuck up, man.
And that's the Anime Alchemist podcast. Appreciate everybody for listening. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn those notifications on, and Alchemist out.
Emery's almost 30.